What's going on, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back to the channel, and this is the solo guide for Where's Dr. Jansen. It's the final mission before the final mission of Act 1. So right before you do Extraction, you have to do this one, Where's Dr. Jansen? And this is actually surprisingly easy for solo players. A lot of these things are not easy. So all we need to do is complete an Outlast contract, obtain Dr. Jansen's tablet, and then exfil with that contract. And by the way, Dr. Jansen's contract will just be on the ground once you complete that Outlast contract. So you don't have to go do a whole separate other thing. It's just, it'll be on the ground. We're going to look for it. We'll pick it up, and then we successfully exfil with that tablet. That's it. So as you can see, I have an upgraded ether tool, I have Deadshot Daiquiri, I have Stamina Up, I have Quick Revive, and I'm going to use Napalm Blast because it's one of the ammo mods that I had available, and I just decided to use that. We're going to use the SVA. We've got the 60-round clip, so lots of ammo in there. We're going to be good with that. I don't even pack a punch. You really don't have to for this one. Again, it's not that bad. If you feel more comfortable pack a punching, by all means, do it. But I'm just saying, this mission is not that hard, so you'll be able to do this, I think, without it. I have the Symbol Monkey and a Semtex. I use Healing Aura. Normally I have that on if I'm playing with friends, but it still gives you your health back, so not a bad one to choose playing solo either. You can use whatever you like, whatever you're most comfortable with. The rest of my gear, as you can see, is a large backpack. I have a 3 armor plate vest, I have a gas mask, and I have a self-revive. So you're playing solo, so things do happen. Like I said, this mission is not that difficult, but things do happen sometimes. So having a self-revive is kind of a must for solo players. And if you want to stop and do a contract along the way, or I go to an ether nest real quick just to see what I can get out of it, and if you can find a second self-revive to put in your backpack, so just in case you go down, you've got another one to back you up, all that much better. Be prepared. This whole game really is about getting prepared. As a solo player, armor plates, self-revive, these things are huge. So for me, right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and use everything that I brought into the map with me. All my perks, the ether tool, all that kind of stuff, ammo mod. You might want to not do this right off the rip. Maybe jump in, get a few kills, do a contract or something like that, just to kind of see how you're feeling. Like if you're pretty loose with it, or you're a little bit tight, you forgot to warm up today, you know what I mean? Like, so you don't necessarily want to do it right off the bat, but you have them. Just don't forget that you have them and go ahead and use them. It's totally worth it, especially if you've got schematics and you can make more. I mean, just go ahead and do it. So for me in this game, as you can see, the closest Outlast contract from me was way away. So there are plenty of things in between me and that contract that I can go ahead and do. And you can see that it looks like a little satellite dish. I marked it there. It looks like a satellite dish. That's what you're looking for on your map. You can see how far away I am. I'm on the opposite side of the map. So between here and there, it's a good idea. Just make some money. Again, you don't even necessarily need to pack a punch, but if you feel more comfortable doing that, obviously do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Go ahead and do it. For me, though, I want points because I'm going to spend a lot of those points on armor. Again, solo players and armor. I mean, if you have a 3-plate vest, all that much better. But especially even really, if you only have like a 2-plate vest, really have some armor because you're going to want to fill it nonstop. Make sure you have those 2 plates filled at all times. And if you have to go a little ways out of your way, you know how like there's plenty of things on this map that are just really spread out and they're not that easy to get to. I wish there were more things and more places around the map, but it is what it is. It's worth taking the time to go out of your way, get plenty of plates. It's not just the stuff that you can carry on you, like that you see. You have your vest is filled, and then you have the 5 plates down on the bottom left. That's considered being on you. You can also have in your backpack all those slots that you fill with other things, you know, items that you might pick up around the map, or a perk or an ether tool, whatever. You can fill any of those open slots with 3 plates. So fill your plates, fill your plates, fill your plates. Trust me, as a solo player, have plenty of armor plates. It's the name of the game for this. All right, so now let's actually start this contract, this objective here that we're doing. So look at me there. I'm just checking for more plates, just in case. Like, any more plates, any more armor plates I could get up? No? Okay, great. Now I'll pick up the contract. Now the place to actually do the Outlast contract will be very close by, and you'll know you're in it. You see all of these ether crystals, and you just go up here and activate this machine here, and then you're going to get wave after wave after wave of zombies and hellhounds. It's really not that big a deal. Like I said, I didn't even bother to pack a punch. The reason why I'm doing a whole big lead up to this, you're like wondering why. Well, why are we just getting to this now? You're telling me all about these things, earn points, you know, get armor, do all that kind of stuff. As a solo player, I'm just kind of setting you up for the guides coming up. Like, as a solo player, you need to have Armor plates is a big deal. Self-revive is a big deal. And just take your time to get set up to go do these. Because you want to succeed, and you don't want to, if you do fail, remember, like, all the stuff that you have on you would then be gone. You'll have your insured weapon, but even that's going to be on a cooldown. But everything else, it could be a 3-plate vest, could be an upgraded gas mask, you know, all these other things that you have, it's just gone all of a sudden. So you don't want to lose it. So get good and set up. And like I said, this contract itself, not that big a deal. I think you'll be able to do this probably first time every time. And now that you have outlasted this zombie and hellhound rush, you are going to get your reward, which is obtaining Dr. Jansen's tablet. Now, again, it's just going to be on the arena floor somewhere. So I'm just scouring around for it, scouring around and looking and looking and looking. It's not particularly obvious. At least I couldn't find it. Actually, right there on my left, I should have noticed a little placard floating in the air. There's the big red arrow pointing to the tiny little placard that was floating in the air. It happened to be near the reward portal for me, so that's why I couldn't see it, I think, at the time. But anyways, look for that. You should see it somewhere floating in the general area of where you just finished the Outlast contract, and just be sure you pick it up. And if you're this far into Act 1, I trust I don't need to explain how exfilling works. You know how to do it just fine. So just make sure, again, that you get that tablet before you leave that room. Go ahead and pick it up and make your way to any exfil site. Hop on the helicopter and then reap your rewards. And then you are on, after that, to the last mission in Act 1, which is called Extraction, and you are going to go rescue Dr. Jansen. That's it. Anyways, if you found this helpful, let me know. Please also do let me know, am I over-explaining too much? Like, I know I spent a long time on the setup. Are you guys good? You want me to just get right to it, more to the point now? Or are you okay with me, like, taking some time? Do you want me to take time at the beginning to go over everything, you know, that I think that you might need to set up, or at least everything that I'm doing to get set up? Anyways, you guys let me know that, and I will talk to you in another video or live stream very soon. Later.